Now I'll tell you a small story. She's saying that last week a lady came in. She was coming to me about a year ago. And about 6 months she didn't come. Like probably everything was okay. She came, she just walked in like she's flashing of light.
מה זה פלאשינג?
אתה זוהרת, בפנים, הרבה אור בפנים. And she was, and the time came and she walked in, and I asked her, "What's happened to you?" He said, "Listen, you rolled my life." I said, "What's happened?" We have a waiting room. On the waiting room, we have a big screen, which running the shiurim in Hebrew, in English. One day she sit there, and she heard Tikkun 43. And she understood how important it is to study Zohar. And she bought a whole bookcase of Zohar. When she bought it, she consulted me which of them is the right one to buy, and I said, "That's the one." Of course, it's only translation, but no any. Yeah. And she said, every day, 1 hour. My life, she said, my life is changed. 100%. My business is going well. She's doing better. Her health is getting better. And she said, ask me today to make it 5 minutes less. No way. So.
Somebody asked me if a woman is okay to learn Zohar. Shabbos, this Shabbos, I say in a speech. And I say, Rav Shimon Bar Yochai said, if somebody don't learn Zohar, he don't listen to the Tfilot, don't listen to the Shema Yisrael. And what you want the women to don't listen to the Tfilot? Why drink every day? If you don't say Zohar, there's nothing. This Rav Shimon Bar Yochai said, not me.
Last night I have in Shiur is already a few good months in Ma'ale Adumim, which you know about this Shiur.
I won't go sometime. Please.
And he came, the guy who's sitting there is already 6-7 meetings he's coming. And he said, he raised his hand up, and he said, I want to say something. Please. He said, you don't know me. I said, no, how do I know you? I don't know. He's come to the Shiur. Enjoy it. He said, I'm a teacher of personal fights, something like, I don't know exactly. And he said, I'm already 4 months in the tshuva. 4 months. I said, what are you doing here? For you 4 months. And you decided to study Zohar. He said, one day, and he was in the other side he said, I was totally in the other side. So one day I was dreaming. Somebody came to me in my dream and said, go to Rabbi this and this, which absolutely here rabbis are. He said last time he saw a rabbi was when he went, he made his wedding. I went to the rabbi blessed him and gave him, he said, that's you are, I am. He gave him Haggadah, that's for you. From that time, something inside pushed him to study the Zohar. Every shiur he's coming, he said, I don't understand why the shul is not full of people. It's sweeter than any other things that I know in the whole world exist. And everything there is, he said, I don't understand. Why everybody don't just drop any other kind of studying, just sitting and studying the Zohar. That's the time that everybody has to know it. So I'm saying the same thing. For us to see people coming from nowhere, realizing and finding it so sweet, and he's sitting there like a vacuum machine. He's taking every word, and he's enjoying that. He's coming 15 minutes ahead to have a seat and have his chair with his book ready to study the shul. We wish, and we have. Be'ezrat Hashem. Bravo, yours.
יש לנו את הכבוד, we have the honor to listen to the shiur and הגאון הצדיק המקובל Rav Reuveny Shlita. What you see, people coming to him and you see a lot of mofsim. מה זה מופסים? אנגלית?
We can, it's like a
Yeah.
miracle.
Because it's not his miracle. He know how to give the miracles. Give them, like a doctor, give a medicine. And I say, this Shabbos I say in speech, this Shabbos here in Shul, I say, you history, what you tell. A woman coming to him, and I tell this, and people listen this, and I got telephones from this. A lady coming, got 2 children, one from 6, one from 8 years, and make wet in the bed. And tell him to learn Patach Eliyahu.
No,
Tikkun Mem Gimel.
for me.
Tikkun Mem Gimel. And say, Shay, what? You want my children to be Meshiga? And tell him, don't worry, if you be Meshiga, I go together with you, the Bet Meshugayim. And then he's asking, you serious? Yes, you serious. Give for the children every night to learn. And the first night what is going over, everything is okay. You don't make more wet. And I tell this in the speech, and a lady called me up, and I tell me, a lady from Tel Aviv, tell me, I listen to your speech, what you say, this is gewaldig. I have a lot of friends but have these problems. Nobody can help. Now we're going to say, a lady from Tel Aviv, from Technion, from Electric, Technion from Haifa. She's in Tel Aviv, she's also an electrician. She tell me she listened to my speech, and this Rabbi Reuveny said, this is one thing the histories. The other history is also good to say. One lady coming with a boy from over 20 years, but a complete Meshiga, not coming and not stay up to down and not this and not this and not this. Complete Meshiga, going to psychology, pills and everything. And what I can do with my son?
He was in Thailand.
How long? How old?
He was in Thailand for a year.
Thailand. Is tell him to learn Tikkun Zohar every night before you're going to sleep. And right away, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, everything is stay up and working and everything changing completely. And she coming to ask, I can't stop to learn the Tikkun Zohar. Say, no, keep forward. You see miracles, mamash. Nobody can understand.
כל קדושת האדמו"ר, הרבנים, each one on his honor and respect. We'll continue what we started already in Tikkun 69, which I understand for some of you is jumping in the middle, but that's a continued lesson. I think that each one of them have a lot of news into that anyway. We're in the middle of discussion between Eliyahu Hanavi and Rabbi Shimon. They're talking to each other about a few subjects. And then the last discussion was that Rabbi Shimon was talking to Eliyahu Hanavi, and they are talking about the Chet Adam and his wife did. I'm not saying Chava because that's not the stage that she was a Chava. It was only his wife. And we know that she had the issue with the snake. And the snake put the Zuhama, I think, or what the Zuhama is, like a Tumah, into her. And Rabbi Shimon asking Eliyahu Hanavi, what is this Zuhama that the snake put, I say in Chava? What was that? He said, don't forget that the Samech Mem wife, what we're talking about, Lamed Yud Tav, she is from non-pure drop. And she is the Zuhama. She is the one that's holding everything not to go as it's supposed to go. And she's stopping everything. And about him, about the Samech Mem, he is the fruit. And why he is the fruit? Where we see that he is the fruit? From the sentence, from the Pasuk, it says, that she took from his fruit and ate. From his fruit. That's the point. That's what Rabbi Shimon says. And says, okay, what she ate? The death. That's what she ate. And that's what he says. We saw it in Sefer Mishlei. And they said that her leg was going down to the death. And this is the drop of the Zohar that's coming from another God. Not from our God, but from another God, that she took it. And this is the poison that occurred the death of the tree. And that's what he says, the sentence was saying, the Pasuk was saying, the Adam was Moshech be'orlato, that's where it's coming from.
What does that mean? What's the
I'll say it in English, God help me. Adam Moshech be'orlato is doing like Zera Levatala.
Spilling seed.
Spelling seed. Okay.
That's the meaning. So we see, by that stage, we see that the Zohar, the basic we want to understand from this chapter, from this part is, what is the real Zohar that she got, Chava? What is that? Where is going to? Is that something locally that is going to disappear after she's going to pass away? Something she is going to be like until the next period? Something that is going to be until the next generation? Or until when? That's really the main question we are founding, because no doubts that she brought the death to the world twice. What he's saying, if you from the day that you're going to eat that, you're going to die twice. Mot and tamut. Mot now and tamut in the future. Dying now and you will die in the future. So twice. So no question, whatever she ate was the fruit that's come from the Samachmin. But that's easy to understand it. So now the main question is, we're going to discuss now with, not we, Rabbi Shimon is going to open to, let us understand what it is Rama is doing. The Mfarshim, going deeper into that and raising a question. Are they going to be, when you eat something that it's not kosher, how it's going to affect us? So if I'm going to eat any kind of meat or any kind of seafood or any other things, how long is it going to affect? Is it going to affect me alone? Is it going to affect me for short time, long time? How long is it going to affect me? Let's first to understand this step, whatever she did, and to see how deep it's going, how far it's going, and then we break it by the Mefarshim to the other side. When Adam and Chava was together, she got pregnant. And she gave birth. Cain is coming. And then suddenly the Torah is saying something. But Tosef laledet et achiv hevel. She's like adding to give a birth to his brother Hevel. What do you mean? If they're twins, why to add? She's continue giving a birth. What's the point that the Torah says to add? What she's adding? Why to add something if something is the already twins? Or might be I can say they were expecting to have one and suddenly they found another one. Now she's adding the second one. But she knows from the beginning it's going to be two. We studied before, and to understand that they went 2 to the bed and come off 7.
They went two?
To the bed.
What does it mean to the bed?
They went 2 to the bed
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
come
birth.
off and
Birth?
come down. No, why? They went to make a yichud with 2.
Ah, okay.
Okay? They went 2 to the bed and come off 7.
Okay.
I'm asking why 7? How come 7? Well, the answer is Adam and Chava, Hevel and 2 sisters, the twins of him, but Cain was 1. There's only 1 girl who was next to him. There are 7. And of course, Cain was jealous. How come my brother have 2 and I have 1? Was the purpose that he have 2 and I have 1? We're going to open it in a few minutes and to try to understand.
They were twins?
2 girls
No,
with
Cain and Abel were twins?
Hevel came in with 2 sisters.
But Cain and Abel were twins
Yes,
originally.
yes.
So wouldn't the 3 sisters be from both of them?
No, 2 for Hevel and 1 with Cain. When Cain came out, he came with his twin sister,
Uh-huh.
1.
And then after him,
And after him, Hevel came. That's what I said, why she said to adding Hevel. So Hevel was the second one. And then he came with 2.
uh-huh.
That was a question for Cain. Cain asked why. Why have 2 and have 1? What's the purpose? Well, where is going there? We're going to clarify it in a few minutes to understand what the Zohar is trying to say about that. Now, when she is adding that, the Tehillim have a pasuk saying, "Tosef rucham yigvaun ve'el afaram yishuvun." It's mean to add the spirit, and they're going to die, and they're going back to the earth. That's the sentence in Tehillim. What he says, the Zohar says, Rabbi Shimon says, he's giving a sign, he's giving the remez, the reincarnation of the tzaddikim. Why? Because they're going by the way of God and showing them. Adam came in and asked the question. If you say Chava God Zohama, and everyone is going back to the earth, and that's the side of reincarnation of tzaddikim, does that mean that I'm going to disappear? God said no. No. I'm going to show you through the whole Gilgulim from now on that in every generation, tzaddikim will be there. Now let's open it to understand what this discussion is. When we have this unpure come to Chava, this unpure have to come out. Everyone is taking part of this amount. So Cain got them, and Hevel was pure. And it's going by generation ahead. Taking the non-pure things out, taking the Zohama out, and leaving the pure. By that they're going to them. The Zohar asking, not in this paragraph, in Tikkun 32, asking a question. How we clarify what is the difference between these 2 parts? Both of them children from the same father and mother. There's any difference between them or they're equal? We say they're not equal because, for example, if you take Abraham, Yitzchak, and Ishmael, fine. Ishmael is Abraham's son, and Yitzchak is Abraham's son too. I know that you can come with arguments and say, hey, but Hagar is not Sarah. Hagar is Hagar, Sarah is Sarah. So I'll bring another argument, and I said, okay, let's take Yitzchak and Rivka. She have Esav and Yaakov. Both of them, same birth, twins, same father, same mother. Is Esav and Yaakov is the same? The answer is no. What's the difference? That's a question that Tikkun 30 is bringing. He raised the question about the pasuk. There's a part that the Torah says, Naaseh Adam. That's the question. Naaseh Adam. And then there is continuously Kedmutenu Etzalmenu, but the word of Naaseh Adam. The Zohar asking, what does it mean Naaseh Adam? What does that mean to make an Adam? It means that he was not an Adam, and you want to make him an Adam. That's the point. Because before he was Adam, he was something else. What is something else? He was a goy. He was a goy. And you want to make him Adam. That's what Zohar asking. He said yes. Zohar says 5 conditions to make him Adam. And in a minute we'll understand what is Adam. We say we pronounce it as Adam, but what is that? The Zohar says 5 conditions. First, to keep Shabbat. Second, say twice a day Kriyat Shema. Third, to put tefillin. Fourth, to bake a brit. And fifth, to keep Yibum v'chalitza. If you do that, you're Adam. If you don't keep that, you're not Adam. Is all of them, or even one of them is enough? Is all of them or none? If you don't even keep one of them, you're not. What's the meaning of to be Adam? What's the point? So I will not be Adam as a describe, but I'm still a human being. The answer is no. Adam is part of God's names. There is, Adam in Gematria is 45, and there is names of God with a milui with Alfin, Havaya b'milui Alfin, and the Gematria is 45. So this part of the soul, that we call it Adam, is coming from God's side. Not fair. A. How am I going to recognize it? If he is Adam or is not Adam? If he is Adam, he has 5 parts in his soul. Yes? There's going to be Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Chaya, v'Yechidah. There's 5 parts. But if he is not Adam, how you call it? I'm sorry, I can't say I'm sorry. That's the Zohar language, and I'm going to use it as it is. I don't want to change the Zohar language. If you are Adam, we have 5 parts, you are Adam. If you're not there, you're a Behema. What's the mean Behema? You have a soul of Nefesh Behemit, as it is. So if I look on the Goy, I ask him, who is he? He is a Behema. He has a soul that's have only 1 part from the Nefesh Behemit, and that's all, you don't have more. So that's the limit, that's the difference between Adam and Goy. And that's where we're coming here. So if I look on Esav and ask him, how many parts in he have in his soul? 1. And Ishmael, 1. And Yitzchak, 5. And Yaakov, 5. Here we are. Same father, same mother. What makes them the difference that this one got 1, this one got 5? That's coming from Chava. That's coming from the Zohar that she got from the snake. Each one take part. Until when? Until when? Where is going to be ended this Zohar? Where is going to stop by generations going on until it will come? Where is it going to be ended? Oh, how interesting it is. Until Moshe Rabbeinu. And Moshe Rabbeinu, his father-in-law, his name was Canaan. That's from the word Cain. And Canaan was Yitro. He was the last drop of the Tum'ah from Chava. She got from the snake. Look how far it is from Chava. This is how far it's gone from that time the tumah stopped already. The tumah by giving birth, not the tumah of the woman's. That's a different story. This will stay forever. Now, when Adam came to God, he said, fine. He said, I'm going to lose you. He was afraid. Why? Because it might be that some place is going to be a break, and only the tumah will come in, and the pure side will not come, and they'll stop reincarnating the souls of Adam. And then it's going to stop, because we want to come to the final, which reincarnate all of them, and fix all of them, and come back to be one soul. That's where we are going. God said, no, don't worry. He showed him that every generation, 60 ribor of the souls, tzaddikim, will be in every generation. So will never be any part, that even one part will be missed from now on until the Mashiach will come. Until we come back to be one. Until that time, every generation, the 60 ribor souls will be exist.
600,000.
Yes, it's 600,000. Yes. And that was going, and that was going by reincarnate from tzaddik to tzaddik. Until it's going to stay, until Bezrat Hashem will come to the final, and then we'll come back to us. And that's the place, or that's the reason that the sentence says, Vatosef Nalet, she had giving birth. Because what she had now, she took the tumah out, it was kind, and said, okay, now it's finished. She said, no, I still owe, and I have to give more what is the agreement with Adam, and that's a heaven, the tzaddik is coming. That's why she adding giving birth, to be able to bring the tzaddik to the world. Now that's a reason why we see in Kohelet, the Zohar says, there is a pasuk says, Dor olech v'dor ba. Ve'ledor pachot mishishim ribo. That where it's coming from is from that promise that God have to Adam. That every generation we're not going to have less the 60 ribo, from 600,000. And then, how is going to do it? The Zohar says, if it's coming and going, the buying is coming against the letter Vav.
What's coming and going?
Every generation, they're coming and going. Like reincarnated, coming and going. That's coming against the Vav. And how he's doing it? All the Vav is coming about the 6 sides. I can say, Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod. That's the Vav. That's coming against the Zah. That's where it's coming. And they are coming again as the 60 ribor. Each one of them have 10. So by 6, we have the 60 ribor. And that's come. And all of them is coming in them, and there's 6 sfirot, and he said, but in any way, wherever you take it, it will stay forever. The word will stay forever. Even the generation is coming and going, and we put him again the 6 sfirot, they're going to reincarnate, but the 6 sfirot will always exist. Doesn't matter how much, it's not going to change, because in any of them, they will stay, and the souls will come peacefully by all the parts. So any parts will never leave, so will not be missed. And there is that's a pasuk says in Kohelet, and that's the reason that the whole world is always staying.
This Vav is from UK Vav K?
No.
What is the Vav from?
Vav is coming, Vav is number 6
Okay.
in the Aleph Bet.
Okay.
It is number 6.
Right.
And Vav is this one, on the middle. And that's by that, Vav is 6, and you see the whole Chesed Gevurah Tiferet Netzach Hod Yisod, all of them connecting. If you look on Pardes page Lamed Gimel Amud Aleph, you see the picture and you see there how the Tiferet is we come against the Vav, how the Tiferet is connected to the whole 6 parts. So you can see that picture there to understand how they build. So the center of this, we can say, that's all of them, that's the 6 parts. There is another way of looking on that. If we transform names of God not against, as the 10 Sfirot. So we put the Yud above the Chokhmah, the K above the Binah, which is Shechina Ilaha, the Vav is 6, the 6 Sfirot, and the last K against the Malchut. So we see the Shem Havaya is against, again, the Vav is in the middle, that's the 6 Sfirot we have to fix. And this is, by the way, this is our work. When God created the world, He gave us a job. We didn't came here to have a sit on the beach and playing, any kind of games, but we have to fix the world. And our work is to work on these Sfirot and fix them. This is where we are. And this is what we should do to fix all of them. And that's what we do. The tools God gave us. They say, Eliyahu Navi say in Patach Eliyahu, that's the 6 Sfirot is the 10 Sfirot is the 10 Tikkunim that God gave us to fix the world. And this is what we should do. So when the Sfirot broke down, it's only the lower 7th broke down. The top 3 stayed all together at once. They never broke down. So we have to fix all the 7. The 6 is there, and the last one is the Malchut, which always this is Shechinat HaTa'ah, or she's staying in the Malchut, and that's what he said in Kohelet. Ve'aretz le'olam omedet. That's he going about what the Shekhinah. Shekhinah is in the earth, and she's always being there and not going. And that we said, Zohar says, that's the time that we see that the lucky is there by the day, or the lucky is coming by the time. What's the difference? Lucky is coming by the day, and lucky is coming by the time.
Lucky.
Mazal.
Mazal.
Okay. Luck.
If the luck is coming by the day, it's a question that's coming by reincarnation of the generation that is coming there. It's each generation have a mission. But if it's coming by the time, is our own private work in our things that we have to fix, each one by himself. And this is where we are. And then what he said, there is no one in the world that the time is not standing for him, that the luck is not yet there for him. There is always a time for you, for each one of us, that we can fix and do.
It means there's always at some moment, your muzzle's connected to a certain time.
Yes.
Each day?
No, each day. We call it a time. That's a time for us. We say that there is a sentence that the Farsim says, what is a mazal? Mazal is a Rashi Tevot of Makom, Zman, Velashon. Place, time, and tongue, and words. Whatever it is. If you tell the right things in the right time, the right place, that's the mazal. But anyway, we look on it deeper, and then what Rabbi Shimon says, that any time that you have there is coming for her husband. Who is her husband? Let me clarify. We have every day, we're doing chuppah. Every day. And this is, by putting it feeling, that's the chuppah we did. That's what the Zohar is clarifying. How are we making the chuppah? When we put the feeling of head, we making the yichud between Kadosh Baruch Hu and Shechinte. That's what we do. We put that feeling of the hand between us and the Shechina. That's what we're putting. Now we put the hand. When we go into the chuppah, what we do? The 7 brachot, of course. Every turn we do, it's a bracha. We have 7, it's a 7 brachot. Against what? Not against. As similar as the 7 sfirot, who we are. Because we are the 7 sfirot. The lower one, we call it Zah. That's where it is. So Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, Malchut, that's the 7 of them. And after we finish that, what we put? We put the ring. V'arastich li le'olam, that's we put. Now this is the chuppah. Every day, between us and the Shechina. By the way, that's part of the, always we're saying, people saying, I'm following everything, but no, don't tell me go by the Kabbalah. It's too complicated. It's not for us. This is for someone who is very holy, and this is for someone who is very smart, and he's supposed to be, God's man, prophet. Ask him a question. How many drops you put on your hand? He says 7. I said, from where you bring it? I don't know. Everybody's doing it. I'm doing 2. I said, okay, let's open Shulchan Aruch. What Shulchan Aruch says? We follow that. He said, that's right. I said, okay, we'll follow Shulchan Aruch. I said, from your hand to your finger. No 7. You put a 7, that's coming from the Zohar. That's coming from the Kabbalah. That's coming from Rabbi Ari. That's what we're doing it. So if you're doing that, you're following already the Kabbalah. So what are you worried about? So here, where we are. So that's what we do every day. This is the chuppah we do now. And that's what is coming. And there is no time that it's not for her husband. Who is the husband? We are the husband, because the Shechina is the Nuk one. That's the female side. And that's the time on that they have sons' lives and food and mezonot to us. That's the time.
Sons?
Banim chayim b'mezonot. Bnei chayim mezonei. Bnei is the sons, lives, and food, and the mezonot. Where is coming from? To understand. When you make a yichud like that, the Shechina is there, in between you, and the Shechina is, if you accept her, you're part of you, don't worry, you have them. Bnei Chayim is there. If you don't do that, don't expect to have it. Why are we blessing all the time that we hope, Bezrat Hashem, the couple getting married, and then the Shechina will stay in their home, they're going to have everything. They're going to have what? What is everything? You're going to have children, they're going to have life, and they're going to have a mezonot. There's nothing to be worried. I'm not sure that they want to have a Rolls Royce standing outside, that's not the key. But they're going to, things they're going to lives will be as really God wants to. That's why the Mefarshim said, the Bnei Chayei Mezoneh la b'zchutat tlunin, ela b'zchut mazaleh. So that's what saying, the Mefarshim says, that sons and the food and the life is not because of you, it's because of the luck. It's a time of luck. The time of luck you're doing by getting this, I can say, marriage there, that's what it is. That's what he said, that we, as Israel, we are above the Mazal. We're above the Mazal. Why we are above the Mazal? What's the point? The point is, whatever the Mazal is, we can change it. If it's saying go a certain way, that's for the Goyim, whatever it's written, that's going to be. For us, no, we can change it. If something written for us, that's the way it should be, we can change it. Take a small example. כבד את אביך ואת אמך, למען יאריכון ימיך. What does it mean? If we are going to respect our parents, I'm going to extend in my life. Now I'm thinking, if I'm going to stay in the bed, I'm going to say, doctors come to say, Yitzchak, you have another 10 hours. How much I'm going to pay to have another day? Everything that I don't have, I'm going to pay just to have another day. Tell him another year, I'm going to sell my shoes. I'm going to have another year. No doubts. So if I'm, by respecting my parents, I'm going to extend my life, is no value. There's no value that I can put it there. I can say, that's what it is. And that's exactly what he said. Now we are above the luck. We can change things by doing things. Complicated? No. But complicated for us. It's not remind me, but it's raising a question about the Yetzer Hara. We have some kind of understanding that the Yetzer Hara is something very bad. We don't like him, we hate him, he's coming from impure place, and etc., etc. But I have some news for you. No. He's a good guy. And he's coming from very holy place. He's coming from Binah Atzilut. It's a holy place. The Bible is sitting in the Binah Atzilut. Yetzer Hara is coming from Binah Atzilut. But there is agreement God did with us. And he said what? On the first mistake I did, when I was in Olam HaBriah, he came to me, Yitzchak, what you did? I said, no, it's not me. She gave me the wine, go and talk to her. God said, okay, fine, I accept it. Second mistake, when I ate from the tree, God came to me, Yitzchak, what you did? I said, no, it's not me. The wife you gave me, she gave me to eat, it's not me. Oh, now another time, second time already, it's the third time, there's no third time. Finished. Now we're going to change the system. From now on, it's only Midat HaDin. There is a din in the world. Anything you do to have a chesed rachamim for your benefit. If you don't do nothing, it's a din. The Zohar says like that. If the mitzvah came to me, I have a chance to make a mitzvah. It's next to me, and I'm not taking it. I don't want to make it. I'm not in the mood to make this mitzvah. I don't want. I'm tired now. I have too many things to do. My stock market is rising up or down. I have to run to the bank. I have no time to make this mitzvah. So no problem. Don't do that. By not doing that, Midat HaDin of that mitzvah is going to hit me. That's what Zohar says. But why? I didn't do nothing. That's what it is. Even not doing nothing, it's a din. If you do something, you get the zchut of chesed or rachamim, whatever you take. By that, this is one side. But the other side is, he said, listen, you always have a reason. Now, convince yourself what you want. Convince. Many times we don't know. We're not sure. He said, if you're not sure, I'm going to twist you until you make your mind. Whatever you did, it's after you made your mind. Whatever you're going to do, it's your responsibility, your own responsibility. You can't tell me, she told me, he told me, no more. I'll give you a friend, he's going to be next to you. Whatever you say, he will push you to the opposite direction. If you're going to right, you're going to say left. You say left, you say right. Whatever you say, is the opposite of you. By that, you have to be sure what you want. Whatever he said is not important. What you want, that's the case. So if he's pushed you to the right direction, what will be? The right direction. So he's not bad. He's bad for me now because he wants the opposite from what I want. That's why he called bad. Not because he's doing bad things. Not at all. If I'm going to have a bunch of cigarettes in my pocket, and my son will come to me, he is in 6 years old, he said, Father, give me 2 cigarettes. I'm going to give it to him? No. I'm a good father or I'm a bad father? From my son's perspective, I'm a bad father. I didn't follow his wishes. I'm bad. Actually, it's good. But for him at that moment, it's bad. This is exactly what's happened with the Yetzer Hara. What I want on that moment is what I want. That's it. If it's good for me, I don't know. It might be that what the Yetzer Hara says is going to be something good for me, but I want something bad. So that we call him Yetzer Hara not because he's doing bad things, because he's doing opposite from my wishes. That is all sense. So what we have to look on him, and something that is going to focus my wishes, that I will be able to know exactly what I want. Because I can't blame no one. I can just blame myself. I can come to God and say, you know, my old neighbors drive me in Saturday, so I'm driving in Saturday too. Well, it's not working. You drove, you have your own responsibility. You did something, you have your own responsibility. I have a Yetzer Hara, he convinced me. He didn't convince you, that push you to another direction. Make your mind. Think it's good for you, it's bad for you. Good for you, do it. Bad for you, don't do it. Doesn't matter what he says. If my neighbor does something, is going to push me, I'm going to do it because he told me. No, make your mind. That's the reason there is a discussion in the Gemara asking if the guy is going to thief. And going to pray to God. He said, God, help me. I want to make a nice bunch of money tonight. Is God going to help him or not? The Gemara says, yes. How come? He's going to do something opposite from the Torah wants. He went against the Torah wishes and doing something, it's a big hand what he's doing. His wishes. He wants to. When you come upstairs, you pay the bill. That's another story. But now, take it because this is your wish. How strong is the wish? Is over everything. Is over everything. There is a description in Shir HaShirim, in the Zohar Shir HaShirim. And he says that every word that we take out from our mouth, angel is coming and taking it. Where? Wherever our mind is going there. You say, wait, how come? There is, Rabbeinu Ari says, B'Sha'at Tanta, he said there is a ta'amim. You bring the ta'am, you put it on the letters. You bring the nikud as a legs, and they take it. He said, no, but there is a wish. The wish is the neck. The neck of this rochev, of this who is leading the horse, the neck is this. So, it doesn't matter that you have a head. It twists, if the neck will twist the head to another direction, it will go to another direction. If the neck will twist it to another, he will go to another direction. Even if I know that the mind is there, but the head, the neck, who is going to lead it? How strong is the wishes? So we said, that's the reason the same Ramban, Shah Madam Perakalev says, what is a machshava? Machshava is moach sheba. Split it to two words. Moach sheba. Moach sheba is moach of whom? Of our top spirit. We say malbush that we have there. It's everything there. There's nothing here. Sometimes we think from here to here, that's where we go. The answer is no. We can think 10 seconds and talk 2 hours. What is that 10 seconds is coming from there. This is the 2 seconds. The 10 hours because I'm slow. So all my brain with my mouth with 2 hours will be expressed with these 2 seconds of thought that we have there.
Yes, but how do you know if what you're going to do is come from the Yetzer Hara or Yetzer Tov? You cannot know. You can do a mitzvah, and after this, not mitzvah, it's Avirah. How do you know exactly if the Yetzer Hara or Yetzer Hara, you don't see him?
Why don't we keep the questions for after? Let's get through the class and
No,
then,
but the rabbi say,
no, to clarify,
I understand.
not to get into.
okay.
If you want, I will answer that.
Yeah?
Is it time now? I don't
Yeah,
know.
time, yeah,
So I will answer you.
okay.
First, for anything we do, we have to study. We have to know what we should do. There is no imagination. There is no place for imagination. There is no place for guessing. There is no place to consult with our neighbors. We have to study. And we have to know. When you study, when you know what to do. And then if somebody can twist, you study probably, but you have to put a tefillin every morning. But 4 o'clock in the morning, when you want to wake up to go to the tefillah and pray in the nets, probably the guys come to me and say, Yitzhak, cold outside, leave another 20 minutes. Why are you going? Leave, it's warm here, nice, you're under the blanket, raining, chilly outside. Oh, stay here. You can pray in 30 minutes later. It's not go. He said, okay, I'll stay another 30 minutes. Next time you open your eyes, 2 hours later. Or you passed away. Nets is only not there. You're going to pray 8 o'clock in the morning, and you are disappointed. Who was there? Yetzirah Tov, Yetzirah. By studying and knowing that this is what you want, by God wishes, whatever He commands us to do, by the 613 mitzvot, that's where we are. But, on the other hand, don't forget that you have a mission. You want to clarify your wishes. What He is doing. We, all of us, I called them, I called myself, not you. I called myself Rav Noach. That's what I called myself, Rav Noach. Why Rav Noach? Because I have in a basket 613 mitzvot that I should do. Which of them I'm taking? The one that I feel comfortable. The one that's easy for me to do them. The ones that are difficult, I leave them on. Not now, later on. Let me grow up. Let me come in, when I'll be old and I'll be in the pension, I'll study them, I'll make them. In the meantime, what I'm taking, what's easy for me? That's obviously what the Yetzer is doing. He brings me the difficult ones. He tried to push me to be able to do them. And what I'm doing, I'm pushing them aside. Not now, later on, and pushing. And then when it's come to the real things to do, I'm pushing him also. He's playing with me to be able to clarify my wishes. But if I know what I want, I know this is my wishes, I know that that's what I want, I trust. And I'm sure that if I'll tell you, listen, 4 o'clock in the morning, Bank Leumi in the center of the city, they are giving a gift, suitcase with $300,000 cash. Are you going to be there 4 o'clock in the morning? Believe me, if Yetzirah will tell you cold outside, snowing, raining, you will go out. I have no doubts. If trust me, you come half an hour ahead, just waiting on the line to be sure that you're going to get this suitcase. But this is where we are. But now he's playing with that. And for us, we say, no, what? He playing with our mind. He says, it's easy for you to give up. Why? No, you don't see the benefit. You just know it's by knowing it. But if you know that's what you want, you understand this is your wishes, you can play with it. Even in telling you yes, he telling you no, you don't pay attention. If somebody come to you, and I look and ask him a question, he comes and say, listen, trust me, cut your pants. You will. Why? Because you already know this is what you want. You put your wishes and you made your mind. No one is going to change it, no matter what he's going to say. That's exactly where we are. If I know the mitzvah, I study it, and I practice it, and I know what I'm doing, nobody will change it. But this is what I want. I try to extend it. I try to make it more in the Hasidic way. I try to make it more, how do I say it in English? אני הולך לדקדק יותר במצווה.
More precise with the mitzvah.
Yes, I'm going to be more precise with the mitzvah, exactly, I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to do. First I did it because I have to do it. Like mitzvah aנשים מלומדה. I try to understand, I start to love the mitzvah. I want to do it because I want to do it. I love it, I want to keep it on. I try to make it better. It's the same like Musa Kibud Orim. Kavet avicha veit imcha. If my mother is coming to my house and I want to give her, I don't know, lunch, I have two ways. One way, I'm going to bring her the pot, the dishes, put it on the table, bon appetit, and going. Or I'm going to make the table, I'll make the plate ready, I'm going to heat the food, I want to put it on the plate, I want to make it ready for her, I'll cut the bread and make it ready, I'll make the napkins, I'll bring the water, everything nice and clean and ready for her. It's the same thing. Both of them I did, but in the other part, I made because I want to do it. I love the mitzvah and I'm doing better. As more we do it, as more we understand it, as more I stick to it. It doesn't matter what he says. No, don't do it. You don't have time. We have to run. We have this. I have time for everything. I have time for everything. One day, I finished my chavruta in the morning. It was 3:45, and I decided to walk to the shul. It's about 20 minutes walk. And as I'm walking, I saw an old man. And I don't know what he was doing 4 o'clock in the morning, but he was with a heavy suitcase and hardly really pulling himself. I said, poor man, what am I going to leave him alone? I said, Rabbi, tell him, let me help you. He said, no, you're in a hurry to the nets. No, you can't, leave it here. I said, no, I want to do that. Give me, I want to do that. He said, you look tired. You're coming from, you had a shiur now, you look tired. I said, no, I insisted that this is what I want to do. He said, okay, if you insist, he said, but you have to know, it's far, it's not close. I said to myself, what am I going to do now? I have a mitzvah to help this old man, 4 o'clock in the morning, taking his suitcase. I don't know where he's going, but it's not easy. And on the other hand, if it's really far, I'm going to lose the nets. I said, what I prefer? I said, I want to help him. I want to help him. Whatever is happen. Fine, if God wishes, I'll do. So I took the suitcase and I'm going with him. Oh my God. We walked about 35 minutes. Not close. I was sure. That's it. I lost him. But I was happy to help him. He looked at me and said, you not regret? I said, no. You're going to lose the nets. I said, it's okay. Fine. I'll pray on second minyan. That's not an issue. I took him to his house. I don't know, climbing, going down, this, that. Fine. I put it there. I just was ready to go. He said, take this small book with you. Read it when you have a time. I said, no, thank you, no, listen, take it. He said, I want you to take it. Fine, I took it. I was like in a hurry to go to pray. I'm coming to the shul, and the Chazan was late. As I walked in, the Chazan walked in. Now ask me, I lost something? I win. I trust God, this is what I want to do. I was sure. But he was hesitating. I was losing this mitzvah. On the other hand, sitting in the shul and waiting for the Chazan. The Chazan will come. Then I found that this book he gave me was a very important book. I was looking for that almost 5 years. And I didn't find it. He just gave it to me. I said, that's what it is. So that's where I'm standing. Whatever he said, we have to know. And the Yetzer is clarifying our wishes. When he's fighting with you, yes, no, yes, that's exactly what you do when you study with the Chavruta. You're studying. He is giving argument, you're giving argument. He said yes, you say no, he said yes. And then by that you clarify exactly your wish. That's exactly what the Yetzer is doing. So it's good in there. We need to have him. Unless we come to the time that we are going to get rid from Yetzer Hara and from mitzvot lo ta'aseh. Then both of them is one deal. And then I'm quiet. We have only mitzvot aseh. That's I need only the Yetzer Hara. That Hashem wish and hope, and we'll continue with that Hashem next week and 69.
Shkoyach.